Yes, you can.
All your old school?
Yes, I
We
am.
so old school. The house party rockin', ciphers is poppin', everybody kicking it. So old school. I see them beatboxing, even pop locking. The music ain't stopping. So old school. The girls in the spot in, they taking shots in, they panties dropping. So old school. The cops is watching, doors getting knocked in, neighbors cock blocking. So old school. I'm kicking it.
Hip hop was different in the 90s compared to today because it was a whole different generation. It was just entirely different. Like, they actually made hip hop for the love of it. They didn't do it for a check. They didn't dance on the street with a boombox for a check. And if they did, they may have made a few dollars, but it wasn't nothing compared to what these artists are making today. In 2012, now everything is gimmicks. It's ringtone sales and platinum music sales and everything. So I understand hip hop and the record labels is a business, but it's just completely different. Like, the whole mindset and everything is just different. So that's how I look at it. And as far as the artists and the hip hop lyrics, that's another thing, how everything was different. Because back then, they actually talked about something in their lyrics. They talked about their struggle. They talked about how it feels to, come from rags to riches. They talk about what they did yesterday, what they doing tomorrow. They plan for the future. They actually talk to you and let you know about them. Nowadays, it's the same thing. Money, women, jewelry, cars. It's like, it's like today they're putting together this made up image person. And yeah, I understand that it's a business and the artist is the product and you have to sell that product, but that takes away from the quality of music, because you're just making an artist, you're making a product. You're not making music your product. You're selling the person instead of actually trying to sell the lyrics, the actual music, and help people feel it. Because back then they felt the songs and people could relate to them, and it was just a completely different, just completely different. I feel as though the quality of hip hop declined because a lot of these artists nowadays, they have no talent. No talent. It's plain and simple. They have no talent, and it's really making hip hop decline. Now, a lot of artists can rap. Anybody can rap. Anybody can make words rhyme. But it takes a real hip hop artist to actually speak the truth about your life or whatever subject you want to talk about, and actually create it into a song, actually make it something, and to have the world relate to it, or any of the listeners relate to the song that you're talking about. Like, yeah, I remember that. I remember doing this. Yeah, I did that before. That builds a strong connection in hip hop. Hip hop is more than just music. It's the dancing, the break dancing, and the spray painting, and people just doing things because they actually enjoy doing it. They didn't do it for a check. Not like today. Everybody's doing stuff for checks. Money, 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 money. I understand, money makes the world go round, but if that's really not what you want to do, if you're only doing it for the money, then you're only going to survive for so long in the music industry. So that's how I look at it. The gimmicks, the ringtones, the awards and everything. So it's a completely different game now. It has more perks now, but back then it wasn't about the perks. It wasn't about the money. It was about the feeling. It made you feel good. Oh, he said something hot. That was hot. Now it's, oh, so-and-so got $1 million. He got $1 million contract. Everything is just a completely different time. For me, hip hop allows me to express myself. It allows me to bring my inner thoughts out and shine light on them. It allows me to just be me, tell my story, and just being able to relate to people and have people relate to my music, whenever they're going through something that I may have touched on one of my songs, they pop it in the CD player. They listen to it on their iPod, their iPhone, etc., their computer, and it's a plus that my music is able to be accessed all over the world through iTunes, Amazon, and Rhapsody, and all the online music stores. So that's a plus. Hip hop. I like to keep it real in my music. I like to let you know the real me, because when I'm dead and gone, my music is my legacy. I want my music to speak for me. Who was B West? Who was Mr. West? You listen to his music. You find out he's a cool guy. He kept it real. He wasn't worried about what everybody else was on. He was just doing his own thing. He was standing away from the crowd, being the outsider, being fine with being the outsider, not wanting to be with the in crowd. Oh, everybody's doing this, so I'm gonna do it. Nah, Mr. West, I did my own thing. And that's what hip hop is about. Hip hop is about you doing your own thing, doing what makes you feel good. You want to rap, or rap because it makes you feel good. You want to spray paint, you want to paint, you want to do art, you want to dance, whatever you want to do. That's what you like to do. That's hip hop. It's a whole eclectic culture of things that people love to do. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. For hip hop to be whole again, I say it needs a new foundation. It needs us to take some notes from the old school. It needs us to add some new hip hop artists from today that's not afraid to be themselves, and put them all in the studio, in a big pot, the big pot to be the studio. Throw some beats in there, some funky beats, some good producers, just mix it up, jumble it up, let it boil, and let the creativity go to work. Because hip hop is still alive. It's not dead. It's still around. I'm hip hop. So it can't be dead. I know other hip hop artists. So it's still around. We just got to bring it back. And I can't do it by myself. We move stronger as a force as opposed to by ourselves. So we all got to speak up. We all got to really embrace this hip hop. Another thing, what hip hop needs to be whole again, they need to stop beefing with each other. Stop killing people over a diss song, over a rap song. Because you don't like this person, you're gonna kill them. That's not cool. That's not cool. Rest in peace to Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac. That's not cool. That was a misunderstanding that went wrong. And it's still going on today. A lot of other artists have been killed. And that's not cool. So if anything, if you're gonna have a beef, do an old school style. If somebody you don't like, go to a big party or a big event, and make it known, cause a scene. All right, let's battle right now. Battle it out. Get the microphone, battle it out. You got to center stage. The spotlight is on you. Battle it out. Back and forth, back and forth. And that's what real artists did. Old school artists, hip hop artists. When it's all said and done, drop the microphone. Y'all can shake hands, go y'all separate ways, and leave all that animosity on the stage. Leave it in the microphone. And the fans is gonna choose who they think is hotter, who they think is better, and keep it simple. So this is It's your boy B West signing off. On a good note, hip hop is not dead, it's still alive. So make sure y'all go on iTunes, Amazon, Rhapsody, all the online stores. Search B West Music. That's BWEST Music. All one word, no spaces. You know, you can Google it as well. And, you know, support real hip hop. You know, I tell it like it is. You know, a lot of people are amazed that I'm a rap artist, as well as a licensed funeral director, as well as a film director and film editor. You know, and whatever else, you know, I like to dibble and dabble in. So just imagine what I talk about in my music, what I see every day, what I've been through, the knowledge that I'm trying to kick to you, the wisdom. You know, so gotta think about that. Real hip hop. It's your boy Mr. West signing off.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
All your old school?
Yes, I
We so
am.
old school. The house party rockin', ciphers is poppin', everybody kicking it. So old school. I see them beatboxing, even pop locking. The music ain't stopping. So old school. The girls in the spot in, they taking shots in, they panties dropping. So old school. The cops is watching, doors getting knocked in.